Have you gotten to the point when it all makes sense? Let's talk about that next on Higher Learning. In Job chapter 42, Job replied to the Lord. He said, I know that you can do all things. No purpose of yours can be thwarted. You ask, who is this that obscures my plans without knowledge? Surely I spoke of things I do not understand, things too wonderful for me to know. You said, listen now, and I will speak. I will question you, and you shall answer me. My ears had heard of you, but now my eyes have seen you. Therefore, I despise myself and repent in dust and ashes. There comes a time in our lives when the reality of God is manifested in such a way that it just makes sense. We spend our time trying to understand God. We spend our time listening to the preachers and the teachers talk about God. Our friends come along and trying to explain why God is doing what he is doing. And all the while, all you can think of is, why is this happening to me? Why am I sick? Why did my spouse die? Why am I having problems? Why did my car break down? Why does it hurt so bad? When is my breakthrough? When will all this craziness end? Job said in chapter 10, I loved my very life. Therefore, I will give free rein to my complaint. I speak out in bitterness of my soul. I said to God, do not declare me guilty, but tell me what charges you have against me. Does it please you to oppress me, to spurn the work of your hands while you smile on the plans of the wicked? Do you have eyes of flesh? Do you see as a mortal? Are your days like those of a mortal? Are your years like those of a strong man, that you must search out my faults and probe after my sin? Though you know that I am not guilty and that no one can rescue me from your hands. Your hands shaped me and made me. Will you now turn and destroy me? Job was in a place of despair, a place of anger, a place of wondering why. Have you been there? A place of why God did you allow this to happen? You know what I love about God is that he shows us through his word who he truly is. And in the book of Job, I start seeing myself. Here I am trying to understand why, while all the time overlooking the why not. Trying to understand the understandable, realizing that in my humanity, I am far from his deity. I'm sitting here worrying when I should be worshiping. Standing here angry when I should be in awe. After God spoke In chapter 41 and 42, Job said, my ears have heard you, but now my eyes have seen you. Do you see him? Have you arrived at that place where it all makes sense? Well, I invite you today to spend some quality time in the book of Job, because believe me, the answers are there. Who God is and his awesome power and his grace and his mercy and his sovereignty is all there of who he is. And knowing that changes everything. And I believe if you spend time in the book of Job, whatever your problem is, it will turn into praise. My brothers and sisters, be blessed.